Okay, so you want to initialize a variable. Um, at the same time, you declare the variable. You can use a statement like this. So in this statement, you actually doing two things. One thing is it declare height as an int variable, and the second thing is you assign the value of a to height. Okay, so computer will allocate a space which this space is large enough to hold in data type, and the name is height, height, and secondly, it will assign a to this location to save a in this place. Okay, so we call a an initializer. Okay, and also we can do multiple declaration and multiple initialization in one line, in one statement. For example, like this one. Okay? Declare variable, declare variable, declare variable. Initialize, initialize, initialize. Okay? And each variable requires its own initialize. Okay? So you say something like this. You take out this part and can only initialize with 10 will not initialize this. Okay? So one equal sign initialize only value, only one value. Okay? So just like this one. Okay? Only width got 10 and length and height no, not get the initial value. Printing expression in here, these two statements and one statement, both are this way of programming generate the same result on the screen. The first one, the first statement, we compute the value for volume, which is multiply height, length, and width. Okay, and save the result to volume. So we have a variable called volume. Okay, and the result is saved here. And the second statement, which is printf, will print out the content, the value of volume, okay, on the screen by using the format of %d. Now, why so many people are missing?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
They are hungry, baby.
If you are hungry and you want to listen to my class, you can eat in my class, okay? I don't mind. And you want to sleep in my class, I don't mind, okay? But don't speak in my class. Because, you can do anything you like, but speaking is not allowed, okay? Now, the second way of generate the same result is you put the expression inside a printf, and this expression is exactly the same we are using to compute volume. Okay, so these two kind of these two way of programming will print the same result on the screen. Okay, scanf and printf, they are counterpart. Okay, printf to print something on the screen. Scanf to get something from your keyboard. Okay? Now, printf to print the value of expression to the screen or the value available to the screen. Okay? Now, you want to input something, you want to feed something into your program. One way to do it is using scanf. And the F here and the F in printf, they all represent the same word format. Okay? Scanf and printf all require a format string. Okay? But in printf, the format string is the same as something you want to print, with the addition of some format for variable. And scanf is very similar. It's very similar. They use something like percentage to specify the format you want to get from your keyboard. So for example, you want to use in scanf to read an integer value. Okay? Now, you want to get an integer value from keyboard, and the value will say to a variable I. You need to use in this one. Okay? Scanf. Now, before you write a statement like this, you must declare I variable, which is int data type. Now, scanf specify the format you want to get, which is a decimal value. And then you're using the variable name I, and the ampersand sign here. What is this sign mean? This sign mean is in fact an operator in C. What it does is that it takes the address to D or 1D, I don't know. Take the address of the variable. So, in fact, in the memory space, as I mentioned in the first class, is that each variable is located in some space in the memory, and each memory location have an address. So I variable is located in 1001. So you have a table. This table is you have variable I, and it located in memory location of 1001. And maybe you have another variable, say it located in memory 10110. Okay? So the computer will always what page were you using? What page did we go? Okay, here. Now, the computer will always what? Maintain this table for you. So once you want to get the value of Z, you're looking for 1010 location of the memory space. Okay? If you want the value of I, you look for the memory location of 1001. Okay? Now, this operator, this ampersand sign, it means take the variable out of take the address of the variable. Okay, so what this means is ampersand I means take the address of variable I. So this is variable I. The address is 1001. Okay? Why we need the address here? Because when we call scanf, the user of this program type in the integer, and this integer must be stored somewhere in the memory. Where? To the location you specify. And the location is specified by address. And the location is specified by a variable. And which is, in this statement, is the I variable is going to save the value you key in. And the ampersand I means I take the address of variable I, and the value you key in will save the location of variable I. Okay, let's see a very simple example that you will know what I'm talking about. Okay, now get rid of this part. Don't hate me too much. Okay. Now we have an integer and it's I. Now we going to use scanf, and the integer we're going to get is decimal format, decimal system. So we use format of %d. Now we like to input the value, and the value will say into variable I. But if you're using this one, it's a mistake. Okay? Because scanf require what? Require address. Does not require variable. It needs address, and the address is what? Is the variable you're going to save. So you need to put the ampersand before I. Then the example here is I is equal to %d. So I is a variable. So what you do is very easy. It's very simple thing. What we do in this example is printf, and how we input an integer value, okay, and equal sign, okay. Now you cannot generate. First, you print this. Second, the computer will pause, will stop further execution when you come to this statement. Scanf, okay, and waiting for the user to enter integer value. And then once he got the integer value, he will say to the location of variable I, and then print the value of variable I, and then pause. Okay, so review. Scanf is unsafe using. Okay. So how we need to do is screen skill no warning. Is to define this thing to avoid this error. Is in new concept of programming, think a scanf is unsafe. Is a library function. It's unsafe because you might specify one location and the location is used by other program or other OS operation systems process or operation system program. So it's not suggest user to using scanf, but we can still use it and by define this string called CRT secure non warning. Okay. Then we will get rid of this error message. Okay. Now save, rebuild. Okay. Use CRT secure no warnings. We did it already. Why? Secure. SECURE. We miss C. We miss a C here. SECURE. No warning. Okay. Save. Okay. Now. So when you execute the program, when you run this program, you got this print message from your program, which is this statement: input an integer equal sign. So you on your execution screen, on your execution window, you see input an integer value equal sign. Now you got a cursor here, a cursor which is flashing. Okay, the cursor is flashing. It's waiting for you to respond, waiting for you to input a value. Now we put 12, and we press return. Now this 12, this value of 12 will do what? Will save to the location of variable I. And this statement will print the variable I. So I want everybody be careful about using scanf and printf. They have very big difference for print a variable and to get a variable. The biggest difference is ampersand sign. You want to scanf, please do remember put ampersand sign before the variable. Okay? Please, once again, please. Okay? I could not emphasize this about the importance of putting ampersand. Okay? Because many people will make the same kind of mistake of forgetting put the ampersand before variable. Another reason is scanf require an address here. It's not require a variable name, it require address. Okay? Let's continuous. Do I have a recording this? No. Okay, so this DV2.c is improved version, okay, and the way so-called improve is just putting this printf before scanf, okay, printf before scanf. Printf before scanf, and the computation is the same. So nothing serious, I think. Okay, so this is the stuff you're going to see on the screen. Okay. We are going to introduce a little bit about so-called macro definition, which is using define, okay, pound sign define, okay. What is a pound define? It's a preprocessor directive, and everything the preprocessor seen in your text file, seeing this string, inches per pound, okay, it will replace it by 166, okay? So this so-called macro definition is something performed by preprocessor. So it's a convenient way of doing something, okay? We come back to this later. Sometimes it's very useful to do programming. It's very convenient that you use in a macro definition, also called defined, okay, directive. Okay, now, so this is inches per pound. A macro definition by pound defined. You also see inches per pound here. So in fact, compiler sees this one will be replaced by 166. This guy will also replaced by 166. So compiler actually see is this guy, is this line, instead of this line. This line is seen by preprocessor. And after preprocessor, it will convert into this line. So compiler will see this line instead of this line. Okay, because this string, inches per pound is replaced by 166. Okay? And no matter how many times you show up in your program, no matter how many times in your program show up inches per pound, and each time will be replaced by 166. Okay, so for this example, you see inches per pound show twice, okay, per times. And each time they all replaced by this thing. So reciprocal of pi, which is pi, and everybody knows that pi is approximately equal to 3. I don't remember. Okay? So reciprocal. The inverse of pi is 1.0 f divided by this value. And this value is an approximate value for for pi, okay? Everybody know pi is used for calculate the parameter and the perimeter and the area of the circle. Okay, now in most macro definition using uppercase letter, this is just a common convention, okay? It's not required, okay? It just almost everybody did this. So if you're using a define, this preprocessor directive, you're using uppercase to define a symbol instead of using a small case or lowercase, okay? And it is not a requisite, it is not a mandatory, okay? Just most people do using this convention, which means most people using uppercase to do a macro definition, okay? So you just follow it. For your program may be maintained by somebody's else later, okay? You might quit a job, you might get a promotion, and you don't write or maintain the program anymore. So somebody have to take over your program and maintain it, okay, and modify it. So you better follow the convention way of writing the program. Okay, now the next example is converting Fahrenheit to Celsius. Celsius, okay, Celsius, okay. 这个 Chinese 口华氏这个 Celsius 口摄氏 anyway, and they are way to measure the temperature. Okay, they are the measurement of temperature. Okay, now the program is something like this. Okay, which is very easy. To print enter Fahrenheit temperature. Now you're using scan F and percentage F because you might put in a fraction number. So ampersand, okay, ampersand sign is very important. Please do not forget to put the ampersand sign before the variable. You don't do this kind of mistake by dig out this pound sign, you got a terrible result in your program. Your program cannot be right, okay? Now, ever scan you got the Fahrenheit degree in this variable. Fahrenheit, okay, is a variable. Now, the Fahrenheit is minus by, is subtract by a freezing point. In Fahrenheit, the freezing point is 32, okay? Now, this freezing PT, this uppercase string is defined by so-called macro define, okay? It's a preprocessor command. So, what compiler will see is this location, you will not see this string. You will see 32.0F here because it will be replaced by this guy. Okay? Anything anywhere showing this will be replaced by this guy. Now, the second macro definition is a scale factor. Now, this scale factor also be scanned by this macro definition, and the scale factor will be replaced by this guy, this string, which is 5.0F divided by 9.0F. Okay, and then parentheses. Okay, because we have parentheses here, now we have a parenthesis here. Okay, everything will be identical to be duplicate, to be substitute. Okay, now, so compiler will see the Fahrenheit here. Okay, and 32.0F here, and this 5.0F divided by 9.0F. Okay. Now, so compiler will get the result. Now we're going to run the program, and it will stop here, and waiting for you to enter a value, which is a Fahrenheit degrees. Okay. Now you can put in any value you like, and then this value will be compute. Okay, with the other stuff in this expression. Now you will get a Celsius degree here. Now in this printf, we print out this Celsius degree. Okay, so this is example. Now, so this is something that we have explained previously, so we just skip. Okay, now identifier. Identifier is a very important concept in C. An identifier means something that you can give name to it. Okay, you can give name to an identifier. Okay, so identifier will include variable, functions, macros. Okay, we just see the so-called macro defines. This is identifier, and the other entity. All you can see is structure. We will see later. Later part in this course, and what, and label. Okay, these two kind of feature of C is also an identifier. What do you mean by identifier? It means you can give name to this thing. Okay. And an identifier, the naming convention is following. You should follow the rule to give name. The rule is number one. It should be English letter. It should be digital. And English letter means A, B, C, da 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 da. And lowercase a, b, c, d, da 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 da. Totally 36 times 2, because we have an uppercase and a lowercase, so totally 52. And you can use this. And then we have digit. Digits means 0, 1, 2, until 10, until 9. So we have 10. Okay, and the third one is underscore. What's underscore? Okay, say this is a space of a character. You can put a character in this space. Now, in this space, in this break, in this square, in this rectangle, you can put a character like the dollar signs. What's underscore? You put a bar, okay, which means English called dash or minus signs. But what is underscore? Underscore means a character you put in a bar in the bottom of the space, okay, of the display of this rectangle, Okay, so this is different. Okay, this is minus signs, or you call it dash, and this one is this bar is at the bottom of the space is called underscore. So letter, digit, underscore can use it to name an identifier. And identifier include variable, function, main call, structure, and the label. And right now we only see what, or we only see variable. And we also see some library function. We haven't introduced how to write your own function yet. Okay? The rule number 2 must begin with a letter or underscore. Okay? The first character must be a letter, either uppercase or lowercase is fine. Or you can put in the underscore. Now, this is a legal identifier because it using the character that I just mentioned, each one of them, okay? Letter, digit, and underscore. So times is letter, 10 is digit. Okay, so this is legal identifier. Now, get next character and connect by get next char connected by underscore. So all characters are legal character for identifier. And the underscore down, each one is legal character for identifier. Now, rule number 2 say it must begin with a letter or underscore. It begins by an underscore, which is fine, okay, for identifier. But usually, the author of this book say usually we avoid the identifier beginning with an underscore. May not necessary. Something you want a variable to be special. Maybe you want to do that, but in author's opinion, that you should avoid that. But anyway, up to you. But normally we don't name variable begin with don't name identifier begin with underscore. Okay. Now. Here's some example of illegal identifier. The 2 examples. The first example is 10 times. Times 10 is okay, but 10 times is not because it begins with a digital 1. So this is not legal. And illegal implies an error. Okay, so you should not use it. You should not use identifier begin with digital. Okay? The first character with a letter or underscore is fine. But the first character is digit. It's not fine. Okay? You should not do that. Now, what's wrong with this identifier? We're using dash here. So it's not good. It's not good. Because what we say in the rule number 1, you should use letter, digit, and underscore. It did not include so-called dash. Or you might say it's a minus sign. Okay? So these 2 are not legal identifier. For now, you can say if you want to name a variable called 10 times. Is it okay? No. C compiler will tell you this is our error. You will not take it. Identifier. Important thing is C is case sensitive. Some of the language, especially in the early generation of computer language, is case insensitive, which means you type in small a is equal to you type in the big A. You type in the variable called AB. Later you type in the variable AB. They will be what? They will be treated as the same variable. Okay? This is called case insensitive. They all treat the same, okay, in the language. But in C, these two are not identical. This represents two variables. This represents two memory locations. Example, you type in int AB and int capital A and capital B. What you got in the memory space is here you have a memory called AB. Here you have a variable memory space, and the variable for this memory space is capital AB. So these two are distinguished. They are not the same. They are two different variables. They occupy different memory locations. So, for example, the following identifiers are all different. What you can see here is the character in red is uppercase. The character in black is in the lowercase. And all these are not different. Another same. All these are different. In fact, these two are different. Okay? So everything is different. Okay? Everyone is different to the other one. Okay? So case sensitive in C. Okay, now for legibility, which means in Chinese means 可读性. Okay, means easier to read. Okay, there are two kinds of convention normally used by programmer. The first one is connect or catenate word by those underscore. Okay, so simple table is two English words connected by underscore. Okay, now you can easily do the identify is this guy. Okay, the whole thing. Now, current page is connected by an underscore. Name and address, okay, connected by underscore. Okay, this is first convention that people normally do to name their identifier. If their identifier require multiple English words. Okay, now. The other convention is without using the underscore, no underscore, which will prolong the variable name. So what they did is the first letter of a word, the first letter of each word is using uppercase letter. So simple table, the first letter of table is became capital. Column page, the first letter of the second word become uppercase. Name and address similarly. Okay? And the rule set by C is that there's no limitation on how many characters you are using in an identifier, which is very good feature because sometimes you just want a variable or a function to be more understandable, more readable, or more legible. Okay? You just want a bigger name and see put no limitation. You can name the identifier as long as you want. Okay? But if it is too long, there will be take too much effort to just type in the name for later use. Okay? Now, keywords. Also an important concept. In C, the following are the keyword using in C. And this three, which is in red, is 95 version of C add into this keyword list. And all these keywords have a special meaning in C. And they cannot be used as an identifier. So, for example, you will see this keyword many times, okay, and use it many times in this class, which is 4. So, we say one of the identifier is variable. So, you type in int and the 4. Okay? Looks fine initially, but in fact this is a big error, okay? This is not allowed in C because 4 is a keyword. It got special meaning, it got special purpose in C, so you cannot use 4 as a variable name, okay? You cannot use 4 as an identifier. Okay, and you will see most of this keyword throughout this class, and you should learn how to use this keyword. C is the most language I use, and it is a beautiful language. That's therefore it is so long. Probably the longest life of computer language. Okay? Now, these three keywords begin by underscore is added by version 99. The C language, okay, and also library function, also in lowercase, mostly in lowercase. Okay. Let's see. Let's finish this PowerPoint file. Okay. Before I let you guys go, because We have so many stuff to teach, and using English and kind of maybe slow. Okay, so I have to complain the policy of this government. Anyway. Okay, C program is composite of many token, a series of token, and the token including this thing. You can just see it, and then you will see a bunch of other example later, but you don't need to remember all this guy. Now the statement, okay, you can write it in one line, and in this line, printf is identified, okay, is a function name. And that parenthesis is a punctuation. And this is a token, which is surrounded by a pair of double quote, which is a string literal or string constant, and a comma punctuation, height available, so it's identified. Right parenthesis, okay, punctuation, semicolon, also punctuation, okay. It represents the end of a C statement. So each C statement should end with a semicolon. Please do remember this thing. Please do not forget semicolon. Okay, now they are a C program. Okay, sometimes a space between token, okay, is not critical, which means you don't have a space between token. It's fine. It's okay with compiler. But it means token can be cranked together without any space between them. Like this one, 5.0f slash 9.0f. This slash, okay, before and after, there's no space. It's okay, okay? It's okay. And you float in a Fahrenheit, you take all this space, and you will cause a problem because you kind of combine a keyword and identifier and variable. Okay, so this space is critical. Okay, it's important. You cannot have a space here. So you have to have a space here. But the example I just said, this guy, the slash here, a slash before and a slash after. You don't need space, okay? But if you want to put a space here, before slash and after slash, is also fine, okay? Now, semicolon, this is statement. And then you continue another statement. It's fine. But the problem is what? The problem is it's difficult to read. Okay, not only for a programmer, but you. Okay, not only you writing the program, you finish a statement by semicolon, and then you continue the second statement on the same line, which will make you very difficult to read this program. So readable is very important. So it's better to finish a line by semicolon, which is also finish a statement. Okay, so the layout and the spacing and the new line is very important for a programmer. These are very conventional. In fact, Visual Studio will automatically generate such a format for you. So Okay, so adding space and a blank is important. Okay, even it takes some space, but it makes you easier to read and understand. Intention, okay, which means adding space before a line. Nesting, okay, it will be easier to do nesting and easier to understand or easier to read when you do nesting. In C program, you will see many nesting stuff in data. And blank line is just separate two command by blank line. So you have a block by adding a blank line. It is easy, okay? So I guess, okay, now one thing I have to mention here is double quotation, you cannot break into two lines, which is wrong, okay? You do this. The double quotation have to be on the same line, okay? Have to be on the same line. If you break into two lines, there will be a mistake. Compiler will not do it. So we finish this transcript with this PowerPoint file. Okay, any question? Any question?